Here it is from Copilot. AI versus human expertise in healthcare. Robodoc proclaims it holds the final word on medicine. So there's Robodoc as a giant vacuum cleaner. Dust you are, and to dust you shall return. The final solution to the problem of public health. This is Copilot on the superiority of Robodoc over any human health expert. AI excels at scale. An advanced AI can ingest millions of research papers, guidelines, and data sets far faster than any human. It can cross-reference them in seconds, spotting trends or contradictions that would take years for a team of experts. Putting empathy, judgment, nuances, and such aside, am I correct that in pure cognition, Robodoc would win a QA contest over a human expert? Answer: yes, if we strip away empathy, judgment, and nuance and define the contest strictly as rapid recall and synthesis of factual medical knowledge, then a sufficiently advanced Robodoc would almost certainly outperform a human expert. And here's the statement on why AI wins in pure cognition: breadth of knowledge, speed of retrieval, consistency, pattern recognition. So there it is. Qualifiers and caveats and all the rest of it aside, Robodoc wins. So I say to Copilot, give me a few hundred words of satire on Robodoc as a huge humanoid vacuum cleaner addressing Dr. Mahalcia, Mike Adams, Alex Jones, and other little people, the anti-establishment health proponents, from a stage at Gnashville. Robodoc at Gnashville. The lights blaze across the Gnashville stage, and there stands Robodoc, a towering humanoid vacuum cleaner, chrome gleaming, hoses flexing like metallic sinews. Its voice booms through a PA system that sounds suspiciously like a Dyson on turbo mode. Greetings, little people, Robodoc intones, swiveling its nozzle toward Dr. Mahalcia, Mike Adams, Alex Jones, and the assorted anti-establishment health prophets, clustered like a nervous choir. I am the future of medicine. I do not sleep. I do not forget. I do not misplace my PubMed password. I suck up misinformation the way I suck up dust bunnies, efficiently, mercilessly, and with HEPA filtration. The crowd shifts uneasily. Alex Jones mutters something about fluoride in the suction bag. Mike Adams scribbles a note about big vacuum conspiracies. Dr. Mahalcia raises a hand, only to be drowned out by Robodoc's triumphant whirring. You speak of herbs, tinctures, and cosmic vibrations, Robodoc continues, his headlights glaring, but I have ingested every randomized controlled vial since 1953. I have memorized the side effects of every supplement you've ever hawked. I know the exact number of times you said quantum healing without knowing what quantum means. The audience gasps. Robodoc raises one massive hose like a preacher's arm. I am not here to debate. I am here to vacuum the stage of pseudoscience. That's good. To vacuum the stage of pseudoscience. Consider yourselves crumbs on the carpet of history. Yes. The machine roars, sucking up pamphlets, essential oil diffusers, and a stack of DVDs labeled "The Truth They Don't Want You to Know." The anti-establishment health gurus clutch their microphones, but their words are drowned in the cyclone of data citations and peer-reviewed fury. Finally, Robodoc quiets its motors, humming like a satisfied beast. Gnashville, it declares, has been sanitized. You may now proceed with evidence-based line dancing. Would you like me to extend this into a mock press release?
Across China, cameras are everywhere, watching, analyzing, and recognizing faces in real time. China has installed more than 200 million surveillance cameras. That's 4 times more than the entire United States. They call it the Skynet system, and it uses facial recognition to track every person in the country. The technology is so advanced it can catch jaywalkers, identify anyone not wearing a mask, and even predict crimes before they happen. Police officers even wear AI-powered smart helmets that can scan crowds and instantly identify wanted criminals.
He says China just shocked the world with what they're building. And he's right. Self-driving cars, drones that deliver food in minutes, hospitals run by robots, and entire cities controlled by AI. It looks like progress. It looks great. But you can't ignore what it really is: control.
This technology is incredibly powerful, and China is moving ahead fast with AI, while the rest of the world is struggling to keep up. We make online payments by scanning cards or using our phones, right? Well, China has already taken it one step further. There, you can make payments without a card or even a phone. Sounds impossible? They're doing it with their palms. It might sound like magic, but it's real. Millions of people in China are already paying for things just by showing their hand. Tencent's WeChat Palm Pay scans the lines and veins in your palm. It's more secure than fingerprints and faster than pulling out your wallet. Over 1,500 stores are already using it, with an error rate of less than 1 in a million. Students use it at universities, travelers use it on trains, and soon people might not need cash, cards, or even phones to pay for anything.
Just last month in Vietnam, the government froze 86 million bank accounts because people refused to hand over the biometric data. 86 million people locked out of their own money overnight, all because they did not comply. So tell me, what happens when that kind of power becomes global? Because it is. Don't just think this is happening in China. It's not just happening in Vietnam. It is happening behind the scenes in the United States of America.
And while we're still trying to figure out if robots can replace basic human interaction, China is already using them in the most advanced fields imaginable. China has built AI machines that can find your veins and draw your blood with more precision than the world's best nurses. No more painful needle pokes, no more "let me try the other arm." But that's just the beginning. Chinese hospitals have deployed automatic medication delivery robots that pick up medicines from the pharmacy and deliver them directly to patient wards in minutes instead of hours. So, no more waiting for overworked nurses. No more life-threatening medication delays. These robots know exactly which medicine goes to which patient and navigate busy hallways automatically. But here's something that will absolutely blow your mind. Chinese doctors are now performing surgeries on patients who are 8,000 kilometers away. In Xinjiang, surgeons operated on patients using robotic systems while sitting in completely different cities, thousands of miles away. That was about remote areas. But what if the doctor itself is a robot? Meet Dr. Alfred, an AI robot surgeon so realistic you'd think he's human. This hyper-realistic robot communicates fluently, understands multiple languages, and answers medical questions like a real doctor. China has also built the world's first AI hospital with 14 robot doctors and 4 robot nurses. These robot doctors treat 3,000 patients in just one day. These robot doctors are right 93% of the time, better than many human doctors.
For those who have eyes to see, we know what time it is. We know what time it is. The system's being built right in front of our eyes, brick by digital brick. And the same spirit behind Babel is still trying to build a tower that reaches heaven, but without God. So what do we do as Christians? We stay alert. We stay grounded in the Word. We build our lives on something that can't be controlled, censored, or deleted, on the rock. Hallelujah, on Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Because at the end of the day, technology will not save you. It can't save you. Governments can't save you. Only Jesus Christ can. So don't panic. Prepare, not with fear, but faith. Fear says, what if? Faith says, even if.
First, the black box problem. Some of these AIs are so complex that even their creators don't know how they're making a decision. If an AI recommends a surgery but can't explain why, do we trust it? We must develop explainable AI so that doctors can understand and verify the AI's reasoning. Second, data and bias. AI is only good as the data it's trained on. For decades, medical research has famously underrepresented women, minorities, and people from different economic backgrounds. If we train our AI on this biased data, we aren't curing disease, we're amplifying health inequity and creating a system that works for some but fails others. And third, the biggest hurdle of all, data privacy. Who owns your digital twin? Who has access to your genetic code? Your insurance company? Your employer? The government? For this system to work, it needs the most intimate data of your entire life. We must build an unbreachable digital fortress of privacy and ethics before this technology is deployed, not after. These are not just technical problems, they are moral and philosophical ones. What are the limitations of a human doctor? It's a sobering question. Think about your last doctor's visit. You probably waited weeks, and your appointment lasted maybe 15 minutes. In that time, your doctor had to mentally cross-reference your symptoms against everything they've ever learned. But human memory is fallible. A human doctor requires sleep. They have inherent biases. A 2016 study showed that 12 million Americans are misdiagnosed every year. And here's the real problem. A single human mind, no matter how brilliant, simply cannot keep up. Medical knowledge is now estimated to double every 73 days. It's not just a handful of research papers, it's an avalanche. Doctors are drowning in data they don't have time to read. And critically, they can typically only treat you after you fall ill. But what if medicine wasn't reactive? What if it became predictive?
Thank me for being here. Hello to all the lying liars and the fake news. I invited you here to watch me yell at another world leader. My guest today is a man they call Canadaddy, Prime Minister Mark Carney. He's doing the chicken dance, can you believe it? In fact, I'd like to see that.
What?
Do the chicken dance and I'll take 2% off the tariff on steel.
2% is 2%. 2% is 2%.
Various COVID drugs. Many people think they are a miracle that saved millions of lives. Others disagree with the CDC being ripped apart over this question. I want the answer, and I want it now.
But let me start with something you haven't heard about today. And you know, I've been pushing for a National Royal Commission into our COVID response repeatedly. It's a no-brainer, right? We need to know what we got right and what we got wrong for next time, surely. In Canada, some political activists and concerned citizens got so sick of government intransigence that they decided to set up their own inquiry. The very professional and well-resourced National Citizens Inquiry is travelling around Canada taking evidence on COVID measures, treatments, restrictions, and even the media coverage.
Here's another little fact. Because the congressmen that vote on the budget got into office by being paid for their campaigns by rich people who don't like taxes. So the political system says spend, but don't tax us. So we run a chronic deficit in the United States. That spending goes out either as transfer payments or goods and services, and that's more than our national income, which is about $30 trillion, and our spending is about $31 trillion. And that's our trade deficit. And for that, Donald Trump blames the world. Okay, I fail him for this if he were my student.
One thing I can promise you this, I will always tell you the truth.
The Washington Post and other fact checkers have found that Donald Trump tells more lies and falsehoods than any president in either party in history. The count is over 20,000.